Ha 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 ha. Steve. Maths. And please get your head around this. Fractions. I'm sick of people not understanding fractions. Fractions are really important for everything else you're going to do across all of maths and engineering and science. People get all the fractions and understand them properly. Let's have a demonstration. Set up two fractions here, and they're uncomfortable fractions. People don't really like the 3 over the 5 and the 7 over the 9. The four things we need to be able to do with fractions: we need to add, minus, times, divide. 5. We need to add, minus, times, divide. We need to do those four things. Now, fortunately, adding and subtracting are basically the same thing. We need what's called a common denominator. To find a common denominator, the easiest way to do it is to take the two denominators and multiply them by each other. 5 times 9, yeah? 5 times 9 is 45. Right, so both of these fractions are going to be over 45. Right, whether we add or minus, whichever one we do, they're both going to be over 45. Now, to make 5 into 45, we need to multiply it by 9, which means we need to multiply the numerator by 9. 3 times 9 is 27. So we've made another fraction, 27 over 45, that is exactly the same number as 3 over 5, because all we've done is multiply it by 9 over 9. 9 over 9 is 1. To make 9 into 45, we need to multiply 9 by 5. To make 7, keep the fraction the same, we need to multiply 7 by 5. So we get 35 over 45. So now we've got two fractions which are exactly the same proportionally as the smaller fractions. And all we need to do now, if we're adding, we add the numerators. If we're subtracting, we subtract the numerators, but we leave the denominator the same. So if we add, first of all, 27 plus 35 is 62 over 45. Easy. Right now, that's an uncomfortable fraction. We could simplify that, but we don't need to right now. It's more important that you get that bit right. Now for subtracting, 27 minus 35. Give me a second. 8 minus, so negative becomes negative 8 over 45. There you go, adding, subtracting fractions. It's easy. Please get your head around that. You need to. Next bit. The easiest one of all the fractions to do, of all the working with fractions to do, is the times. Right? Well, we've got these two fractions, 3 over 5 times 7 over 9 equals 3 times 7 is 21. 5 times 9 is 45. And there you go. It's easy. There couldn't be anything more simple than multiplying fractions. Multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. We get the right answer. Division is the second easiest thing to do. Let's just get rid of this and get rid of this. Get back to my pen. We divide. Now this is a little bit more involved than multiplying, but it's still as easy. All we have to do first is flip the second fraction, the one to the right. If we flip that over, we get 3 over 5 times 9 over 7. This works exactly the same as dividing when we multiply now. 3 times 9 is 27. And 5 times 7 is 35. And there we go. We can divide fractions. Now, how you need to be able to do fractions. There's one more thing I'm going to show you. Every single number is a fraction. If we have 5 plus, let's do 7 over 9. 5 is a fraction. We need to remember it's a fraction. It's an important trick or tool that we use in mathematics, engineering and science as well. 5 is a fraction if we divide it by 1. 5 over 1 is a fraction. So if we're adding these two numbers together, we just need the denominators to be the same. In order to make them the same, we multiply the fraction on the left by 9. So 9 over 9 times this fraction, 9 times 5, 45 over 9. The fraction 45 over 9 is exactly the same proportionally as 5 over 1. If we... I need to check my maths on this. Now if we add to 7 over 9, exactly the same as before, 45 plus 7 is 52 over 9. There's your solution. Remember that 5 over 1 trick, right? Any number over 1 is a fraction. It'll help us when we multiply, for example. 5 times 7 over 9. 5 over 1 is a fraction if we're multiplying. 5 times 7 is 35 over 9. 5 times 7 over 9, 30. So we do 5 times 7, 1 times 9. It means that when we want to write an equation with algebra, say it was a times b over x, this will be a b over x. We can simplify it like that because we know a is a fraction when it's over 1. This is a very important trick. Please, please, please get your head around it before you do anything else. Thanks for watching.